Oh wow. Hey, by the way, I just had to redo this entire video, but I get to redo this entire video. Everything happens for a reason. And let's get back into action. So today's topic is stop the systematic hurrying. And people usually feel that, but if I don't hurry, how am I going to get more done? Well, how are you going to get more done when your body is overrun from the inside? It's like as if you had your pedal and the accelerator at maximum capacity in your vehicle and you never let it off in the maximum the entire time. You eventually burn out the engine. Or if you're that's manual transmission people. If you're in the first gear and you have six of them and you stay at the same one at the maximum, you'd burn out your engine somehow also. We could learn to shift gears, and that's what they're going to suggest to us today. We could shift perspectives on how we address our lives every day so that we don't burn ourselves out. So 30 days of mindful Zen habits. We're taking it one day at a time, turning into what we know into what we could do better. So the first example that they give to us is, have you ever noticed that you're kind of like just walking and you're hurrying and you don't even know why you're hurrying so much and you're getting frustrated at everything that's in your way? It could happen while you're driving also, and you just get so tense and so pissed off at things that are just going to happen every day. There's always going to be people in front of you when you walk or other people driving around you on the road. So where am I rushing to? And they're saying usually it's because you're probably running away from something. And that something is chronic stress that ends up building as a consequence in your body. Now, the symptoms of chronic stress in your body are inevitable. So, what are we going to do different? The circumstances are not going to change, but we can change. And I like Jim Rohn for that. Business philosopher. Don't wish that things were better, that other people could be better. Wish that you were better. Hope I didn't massacre that quote, but you need to be better. You need to change. So they're saying here also that slowing down our pace of life will not only affect our health positively, but it will become a habit of effectiveness. And yes, I do believe that because we're sacrificing the ideal out. You see, we call ourselves perfectionists somehow, right? Yet we're sacrificing how well the end result can be by trying to do as much things as possible in a day. And that just kind of goes away from the fact that, you know what, you're not going to get it at the desired way that you want, whatever you wish for, at work or at home, because the strategy that you're using is not efficient with how you're using your energy. And there's no clarity because your mind is so cluttered by all these things that you need to do and the broken agreements of things that you're not getting to do, like let's say with your health, that your mind is always overcrowded and you're not being that effective or even efficient. So basically, we're sacrificing quality for the pursuit of quantity. And I always try to tell people that more quantity of what? It's not even what you really want in the end, because it's impossible to get to do your best in that much tension, or at least not for long. So I really challenge you to be able to notice if your mind is calmer, how you could do things better. And there's a book from the Practicing Mind, and the guy explained that in it. He said that by consciously trying to tune pianos in the slowest possible way, he was able to actually do his work faster by trying to do it slower. Hey, I challenge you. Hey, it might work. That's also the first place where I heard about the practicing mind's ability to touch the topic of equanimity, which is learning to even out your emotions, not silence them, even them out, especially in a critical situation. So I'm like, why? Wow, how can more of us have this? So consciously slowing down will bring us three main advantages. The first one is it allows us to listen and interrupt less, meaning like feeling like we need to justify ourselves by having someone say something to us and we take it personally as if it has something to do with us. Like a person's trying to say something to you and you're trying to justify how has nothing to do with you. It's like, of course it has nothing to do with you. So that could bring a lot of efficient communication. Now it also opens up to a space for us to know ourselves better and just to know more in general. And three, it allows us to discover the magic of empathy with others. So in a relationship, whether it's personal or professional or of any kind, slowing down takes the form of learning to listen actively. And listen actively is that I'm not listening as if I already know what's going to happen. Listen as if that, oh, I know where this is probably going to end. I know this person. I know them from that many years. And it's hardest with the people that we've lived with or been associated for many years, like family members or a spouse or a kid. It's like we already know what's going to happen. It's like all of a sudden we're divine, and we know everything that's going to happen already. But it's maybe our attitudes that are not able to see what is constantly changing the other person because it's just not a habit in us. So what if the person did more effort one day? We're not even looking for that. We're just trying to justify that we're right and we know everything already. So one advantage is that the person who listens always learns more than the person who doesn't stop talking. And that's very important here because if you're talking your mind, you're not listening. So active listening is where you have like your activity expert at creating a silence so that you could hear something new. Because a person's words are just not enough to communicate what their emotions and their feelings are trying to express. So if you're listening for that intent, you will get it because that's what you practice. But if you're taking their words literally, then you're not listening to the second layer of language that they're trying to use and they're trying to express. And I don't know about you, but when I feel that someone's really trying to listen to me beyond my words, and they're really trying to reframe, well, if I understood correctly, is that what you're trying to say? I feel so blessed in a way. It's like, wow, this person's trying to get me. So they will get more of me that way. You get it? If you want to get me, I have to feel that you're trying to get me. The good news is that you could probably feel inside of yourself that you are listening in a different way. The person feels that you're listening to them in a different way. And you could feel immediately with that silence that you are on the right way of changing on the inside and the attitude that you have in your listening skills. Now, according to the experts of behavioral cognitive therapy, in more than 90% of the cases, we rush into unnecessary worry or even premature responses. So we got to stop anticipating events and kind of like let the event speak for itself. That is another sign that you actually are living the present moment. Can you feel yourself like going towards a response even before anything happened? Their example is let the sky clear up a bit. Take a look. Maybe there's going to be a crack in the blue sky and maybe it's not going to be all black clouds. I actually want to be like this guy over here in the back, how calm he is and how relaxed he is all the time. I'm like, wow, it's just so beautiful. So I surround myself by beautiful music and anything that just keeps me in the right state of mind. So what do you do to kind of help you to stay calm, to actually be able to adjust your pace of mind? Do you breathe? Do you walk? Does your meditation work? What efforts are you constantly applying to be better at being calm? Did you know that was even possible? So it lets us hear a bit of a conclusion with the not rushing, and the consequence of it is that we're going to go back into lifestyle habits that will keep us in low energy and we'll never be able to manifest our dreams. So let's listen to their last advice. The last advices are, we must beat Alibaba and his 40 energy thieves. The excuses we have come up with to justify the junk moments in front of the television, social networks, WhatsApp, or the tabloid press have to be abolished. No more excuses. No more, hey, it just relaxes me. If that really relaxes you, think about it, your tension must be unbelievably chronic. Check the causes and do not become addicted to bad solutions. Once again, what does this mean? It means you've burnt yourself out so much that you have no energy or time to do anything else than brain dead activities. But when you're doing so, you're eating in a brain dead manner also, and you can't even pay attention if what you're eating is really solving your energy situation. So if you want to be able to achieve your dreams, you got to achieve a new lifestyle, a new state of mind, a new attitude towards how you see challenges coming your way. So I really thank you for today's episode. Please join in, just subscribe, comment what you want as new improvements here, or just to communicate about this topic. Is there another book you'd want me to cover on the next month? Either way, have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to hear about your comments or your questions in the chat box. Take care, everyone, and have an amazing day.